welcome to Luxe Life. I'm your host, Candice Bar, and as you can see, I'm not in the studio. I'm actually in an Uber, but when you're an entrepreneur, you make it work. I am so excited with our guest today. We got on Miss Destene and Mr. Brandon, and you may recognize them from their various social media videos, and you know, she's always pulling stuff on him. I feel like she does it more on him than he does on her. So
that's true.
Brandon, I think you should step it up.
I'm good. I'm good where I'm at. I'm good.
He likes to pretend to be chill.
But they're one of my favorite couples on social media. I watch them all the time, not stalkerish, just like, you know, it's nice to see a couple that has fun and actually enjoys being around each other, travels together, and just has a good time. So welcome to Luxe Life. Thank you for being on, you guys.
Well, thank you so much for having us. We appreciate it.
So I want to go through everything. I kind of want to start from the beginning. So let's start. How did you guys meet?
Yeah, I'll tell you. Okay. So we had a mutual friend who had a pool party. And basically what happened was me and some of my friends came, and I guess, you know, some of her friends were there. And so the mutual friend, when we came in, she was in the pool taking selfies, of course, just snapping. And so the mutual friend introduced me to her. I said, "Oh, hey, how you doing?" She said, "Hey, how are you?" And that was like the end of it. Like, I walked off and she was still doing her thing. And then we ended up going out to this, like a day party afterwards. But
it was like a month later.
No. We went to a day party after the pool party.
Oh, okay. I forgot.
And so we were hanging out, and literally after that, I didn't see her for like a month. There was no contact or nothing. So finally, one Saturday, I went to a day party with some friends, and I ran into her again. And like, when I ran into her this second time, I'm like, man, I have got to pursue this woman. Like, that was my thought. Like, and I was thinking to myself, dang, I didn't pursue her the first time. I got to pursue her this time. So, you know, I came up to her. I said, "Hey, how you doing?" I said, "Can I buy you a drink?" And she was like, no, I'm getting ready to go. She had already, you know, she was there. I think they were heading out. So I was like, "No, please let me buy you a drink." Because I wanted her to stay so I can converse with her a little bit. You know? Yeah. And so finally she agreed to stay. And so we just conversed, and I asked her, "Can you come to church with me the next day?" And we've just been rocking with each other ever since.
That was it.
Wow. And how long ago was that?
Ooh.
Over
4.5 years ago?
4.5 years, yeah, about 4.5 years ago.
Oh, it's not been that long.
No.
I feel like you guys have been together for a really long time.
That's what everybody says, but I think what it was the pandemic. Like, it forced us to, I mean, not forced, but kind of forced us to really spend time with each other, get a lot closer. We had to work from home and everything like that. So I think that's why the connection is a little bit stronger for the short amount of time we've been together. But yeah.
Yeah. You guys may also, whatever you believe in, may have, like, you know, past life, like soul connection going on.
Could be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe,
I'm a big believer in that. So that could be, actually.
Yeah.
I think so. I mean, it is what it is. But so how did these videos start? Because these videos kind of went viral.
So, you know what's crazy? Funny enough, our first video that went viral was our proposal video.
Yeah.
We got engaged, and that was the very first video that went viral. And we had no idea, like, we were just starting social media. We actually started it to just do travel. We were traveling heavily. This was right before COVID happened. And we were like, man, let's just start documenting it on YouTube. So we had like maybe like one video up on YouTube, maybe a few or
a
so.
Couple, yeah.
But they were travel vlogs. Yeah. But then we ended up proposing, and a friend of ours recorded it, and we posted it everywhere. And that's the video that went viral. And that was kind of our, like,
it kind of put us on the map.
Approval, you know?
Yeah. And we were like, okay, we can do this.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Excuse me. Were you shocked when he proposed?
I was. And it was on my birthday. And I'm typically on my birthday, I'm not one of those like huge birthday people. So I really wasn't even going to get my nails done or dress up or anything. But funny enough, my mom was like, come on, get a nice dress, get your nails done. And I'm like, okay, whatever. So yeah, we went to the restaurant and he ended up proposing and I was totally blown away because I was not expecting it at all, especially on my birthday.
And you just had a birthday. You just had a birthday. You just had a birthday.
Yeah, it's June 12th.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Brandon, let me ask, did you know that you were going to, this was going to be your wife kind of like when you first started dating?
I had an idea. What? You better say yes. No, I had an idea. The vibe was just like crazy. The energy was great. We hung out and we just had fun. Like even before we even started doing social media and all that, we just vibed with each other. I'm a big energy guy, so
yes.
I'd say a couple months after we started dating, I was like, okay, this is definitely, I could see her being the missus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me ask you guys. So, now that you have so many videos, I mean, there's so many hilarious videos. They crack me up so much. There's so many, but one of them that like I was crying laughing was when she came in and I think she's like, someone's messing with me. And you're like, who is this? A guy? You're like, man, woman, you like got like boxing gloves on and you're like, I don't even care.
Yeah. I don't play about mine, man. I do not play about mine. You can mess with anybody else, but you're not gonna mess with mine.
I was crying. It's like perfectly done. Have you guys ever had any like training or anything like that? Or this is all completely natural?
This is completely natural. Like he's very like dramatic. So it really works for the reactions and stuff like that. So, we've never been to anything like for this to have gotten us where we are is, I mean, we still don't believe it sometimes. It's like
so good. If someone told me like you guys like, rehearsed it, whatever, I'd believe it because it's so good.
No, I'm like how I am on camera. I'm the same way off camera. Like I don't know. I'm just high on life. We're both high on life, and I think that's what attracted us to each other. We like having fun. So what you see is what you would get in real life form too.
Yeah, I always say that. Like when we'll meet some supporters out, and we'll be with our friends and our friends will be telling them, man, like, this is them all the time. Like, this is Brandon. Like,
Yeah. It's so crazy. So I know you said you started as a travel blog or travel videos. Mm-hmm. What are your top 2 favorite destinations that you guys have traveled to so far?
Ooh.
I will say
St. Lucia?
Me, it's St. Lucia or St. Barbados.
So I would say St. Lucia, and I would say, you say Barbados?
Yeah, because that was Barbados was our first trip.
That was our first, right. That's why that's so important. That was the first time we traveled.
And then Chicago, like in the States, Chicago like has my heart. Chicago's my favorite city.
Why is that?
Well, because I'm from there.
It's not that. It was really the first place that I've been in the U.S. where it was like love at first sight. It's the energy, it's the air, the way it's the food, the vibe, the people. I just love Chicago.
Do you guys see yourself staying where you live, or do you think you're going to move somewhere else?
No, I honestly like Dallas. And it's the opportunity, and then no state taxes here, and it's just. I mean, those are the reasons why I like it. Those are the benefits I like about it. But I don't know.
No, I definitely wouldn't, because I'm very like family oriented.
Yeah.
And we're already in Dallas alone.
Yeah.
Anyway, like his family's in Chicago and my family's like 5 hours away. My family's from Beaumont, Texas.
Yeah.
So we're literally the only like people we have here. So to move anywhere else would just be like way too far.
You know what I thought interesting when I watched one of your videos? I was like, I can relate. I remember you bringing up, I think at least one time, or 2 times that I remember, that you're quite the introvert.
Yes, she is.
Yeah.
And I am too.
Yeah.
And I understand it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm very like sociable and like I know how to converse with people and stuff, but it's just like I just love being at home, and I'm not gonna like go and introduce myself, but I'm also not gonna be like rude and standoffish, and that's not good for our brands, number one, but also just like not like
like being introvert, extrovert, like you can turn it on when you need to, but it takes quite a bit out of you, and you just charge your battery when you're alone and like doing your own thing.
Oh my God, like that is the perfect.
I completely get it. Trust me, I get it.
That's it. Like that's took the words right out.
We balance each other out though, because I'm definitely an extrovert. Like I'm an extrovert to the 10th power. So we just balance each other, like
to the 10,000 power. Like when we're out together, I'm just like, let me take a nap first before we go. Like let me power up.
Like, let me do some coffee. Let me have a shot of coffee, espresso. Yeah. That whole thing.
Get ready. Get ready.
I do have to ask this. Are you both super clean freaks?
So
more one than the other?
So I would say I'm clean, but Destiny's definitely more of the clean freak.
Okay.
We're not like OCD or anything, but I'm just clean because I don't know. I think for a guy, I'm just clean, just
right.
Like he more so doesn't like things like out of place, like everything has a place. And I'm just like, oh my God, yes, it needs to be in that place. I think we just kind of intensify it being together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we're definitely not like OCD status. That's what our friends say too when they come over. They're like, "Can we sit here?" We're like, "Seriously, don't do that."
I remember watching some videos. I'm like, "Wow, this place is so clean." I'm not dirty or filthy or messy. I'm like, it is pristine. It is pristine.
But it's just us.
But it's just us.
No, it's not a bad thing. I'm just like, wow. I wonder if they're both like that, or one of them like enforces. This is the level I need it to be. This is how it's going to be.
Dude, it's like a complete balance. It's so weird.
Yeah.
But it's totally balance. Yeah. Like, it's weird, but yeah.
So I got to ask you this. So, you guys are all over social media, which is amazing. And there's so many good things about that. And I'm sure you have so many positive messages and people reaching out and all that stuff. But with also social media, you get the other side of it.
Mm-hmm.
Has it been? What are your thoughts on the not so positive side of being kind of seen and recognized?
You want to, or you want me to go? So, to be honest with you, I feel like we have kind of taken the negatives of it and just kind of we've just gotten so used to it where we kind of just let it roll off our sleeves. Like, for example, when people leave the comments that they leave sometimes, the comments are not so pleasant, but we've just gotten to a point now where we're like, we just kind of just let it roll off our shoulders because we understand and know that that's what comes with the territory.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it is a business that we have and it's not going to be received by everybody. Yeah. So I feel like that is the number one thing that comes with it that can really impact the person's mental. But for us, we kind of just let it just roll off our sleeve.
Yeah. And we pretty much just kind of like, on social media, you can block certain words and, that people can't say. So like some people come on, they'll just be totally negative and curse words and all these things. So you can like block those things to where it's not gonna, saturate. At least what I can control is like our account.
Yeah.
Like you can't come on our account and be nasty and negative, but we'll see us repost it on another page and it's all negative. It's like, okay, well, we're just not going to read those. We're not going to like, it's not worth it. So,
and I would assume, and this is my assumption, you can correct me if I'm wrong, I would assume that you get so much more love than the negative.
Yeah. And that's why we don't reply to those things, because it's like, dude, the love, it like totally outweighs the negative. And then when it's someone negative, it's like, I mean, that's fine. Not everybody likes you, even in real life. Like, you know, so.
And I would say, actually, it's the only negative comments we see is when we get reposted by another page. On our page, we don't have any negative like comments. It's all love. It's our community, but it's really when we get posted by another page when they come. But again,
media, negative or positive, it's still attention. It's all good.
Absolutely. Yep. Absolutely.
We're like, all good. Okay, well,
thanks for watching.
Or like, share this to your friend and tell them that you hate them.
Tell them how annoying we are, so they can watch us, so they can form their own opinion.
Have you ever had a joke or a video kind of go awry, like not the way you anticipated?
You mean from
yeah, actually recently.
Like as far as like the feedback?
Yeah. Like we did this, what I did was, I'll make it short, but I did this little prank where I swapped out Brandon's Jordan shoes, like the basketball shoes, and I replaced them with some shoes from Walmart to get his reaction if he would notice. And I thought it would just be like a funny reaction from Brandon, but some people were like, why are y'all laughing at Walmart shoes? And I'm like, no, that's not what it was about. Like, I have Walmart shoes. I get my groceries from Walmart. Like, Walmart is I love Walmart. So yeah, it's happened.
You're completely missing the point. You're making it about you.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're like, there's people that can't afford and all this stuff. And I'm like, oh my God.
That's not even the point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I actually more meant, have you ever done a prank on either one that the reaction from one of you was like, is a little much. Like, I didn't mean to make you so like mad or crazy or like that was a lot.
I don't think so. And the reason I say that is because we're very wholesome and lighthearted with our pranks. Like when you watch our pranks versus, other people's pranks, our pranks are more like lighthearted. So like, and also at the same time, we've come to understand that, we like to inspire and entertain others. And so there's really not a prank that I guess we could do that would have like that type of reaction, just because we're trying to create a different type of style of pranks than most others. So I don't think so though. Do you? I can't think of one that we've had a bad reaction. I mean, this is fun, man.
Yeah, I think in the beginning we were more like, I don't know. We just try to keep it a little bit more wholesome, like and light, because it's just too much going on in the world for like, super harsh things, and so.
And that's
and
not
everyone seems to be so serious about everything, and everyone has an emotional response to every little thing going on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's very nice to have you guys around and kind of have that like the break from everything.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Absolutely.
Well, I'm not going to take up too much more of your time, but I got to ask, definitely you guys, do your friends ask you for relationship advice? Is the first part of the question.
Okay.
And the second part of the question is, if you were to give relationship advice to anyone else, like looking to be with, it seems like you guys are soulmates to me, if you ask my opinion, looking for their soulmate or their partner, what advice would you give them?
So
I'll answer the first question and you'll answer the second.
Okay.
Yes, our friends do. We have like a married friends group, or even sometimes we include our singles, like, because I mean, we don't forget about them just because we're married, you know, but we'll have like a little, like, we'll just sit out on the patio and just talk, and like, we'll just give advice. They'll ask us for advice. We'll just give them, you know, the best we can, being that we're still kind of in the newlywed stage. But I think everybody kind of looks up to us a little bit because we're balancing so much along with our marriage. And you know, because social media is not just social media, like it's like a real life business, is, you know, so yes, they do ask for marriage advice. You get the second part.
I would say anybody who's looking to find their soulmate, the first thing I would say is pray about what you want. Pray about what you want, and have be confident in your prayer. Be confident in what you want. Because, you know, if you don't have that at the forefront, I mean, you'll be attracted to anyone, you know? And so you have to pray about what you want. And you have to really, when you start dating and things of that nature, you have to really set boundaries up front. And because what it does is it weeds out the weak. You know, if you establish those boundaries up front, look, this is what I'm going to stand for, this is what I'm not going to stand for, those things, you can really narrow it down to who is actually supposed to be with you. So I would just say in the dating phase, just look for red flags. Be confident in what you want, pray about what you want, and just set boundaries and have fun with the person. You have to be friends before anything. Like, you have to be friends. If you're not friends, it won't last. It'll just be, we're just here just because of convenience or whatever the case may be. So
100%.
Have fun and travel and just live life. And then, you know, at some point, your heart will let you know if that's the person or not. So
1,000,000%. And so wrapping up, what can we expect to see from you guys moving forward? I know we're in August now. Good Lord. The year is almost over. What can we expect to see from you guys before 2022 ends?
Just more content. We're gonna keep dropping content. We're motivated, right? Because people give us motivation. Our fans give us motivation. People who like and share our videos, they give us motivation. So as long as they continue to do that, we're just gonna keep going. We're gonna keep this train going, and we're not stopping. And
we're even like exploring some fertility options. So maybe we'll grow the family. We don't know. We're trying to sort all that out. So that.
Yeah.
And I think that's about it.
Yeah, we're just gonna continue to entertain. This is what we do. We both have 9 to 5s, and but we do this because this is our passion, and we're gonna continue to just do it and make.
I'm gonna have to, and we can edit this out if we need to, but that's the magic of editing. Do you guys, or have you guys considered, because you like to travel so much, joining forces with like major hotels or things like that? Have you done that yet?
So we work with an agency now, and like everything, we actually can't do anything like outside of them because it's an exclusive contract we have with them. But we do partner with some hotels that work with our agency. But man, that would be awesome. We love
some resorts, like as long as you're doing content, nothing around that yet.
No.
Okay.
And we would love to.
Okay.
But everything,
we just haven't yet, because you know,
everything runs today. So,
I got some ideas. We'll talk.
Okay.
And last but not least, to wrap it up, you know, the one question I ask everybody across the board through the last whatever years I've been doing the show. As when you were younger, and now that you're older, you're more established, things are going on, you're doing great. What was something that you were able to get for yourself that maybe back when you were younger, you may not have been able to get it, but now that you're older, more established, and things are going on, you were able to get this thing. And when you got this thing, whatever it is, the answer is always completely different. You were able to give yourself a moment and pat yourself on the back and be proud of yourself.
Well, I know what it is for you, and I know.
What's yours?
Well, so for me, it's not necessarily a thing. It's traveling. I wasn't able to travel as a kid for a multitude of reasons, but it's like when I hop on that plane and I'm in another country on a beach somewhere, that to me, look, just listening to the ocean, listening to the waves, just being in the water, like she'll tell you, I'm a water guy. Like I've become so passionate about just being on somebody's island. So that's something I couldn't experience as a child.
I love it.
For me, it's traveling.
Great answer. Great answer.
For me,
Can I tell her what it is? Designer.
No, because I had that.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Just shopping in general. Of course, things get a little bit better, since, you know, but I don't know. I just really enjoy shopping. Like, I just like to shop. Amazon, like,
Target. Yeah.
Oh, I saw the Target video had me crying. That had me crying.
Yeah.
I love it all. I just so yeah, just buying myself, you know, what I want that's, you know, feasible, but you know, whatever I want.
Yeah.
Excellent answers, guys. Well, thank you for taking the time and being with us. You guys are awesome, lovely. Keep watching them. How can people find you?
We're on Instagram at Destene. It's Destene. Polidore, Polidore. And then we're on YouTube as Destene Brandon. And where else? And also on TikTok as Destene Brandon.
Yes.
Beautiful. Well, keep doing what you're doing. We love watching you. I definitely love watching you guys. Thank you for taking the time for being with us. Thank you, everyone, for listening and watching. And we will see you all again next week. Bye, everybody.
Thanks so much for having us.
Thank you.
Glutathione is a big word. It's the body's own master antioxidant. It's a scavenger for free radical, bacteria, and viruses. There are no products in the market with the ingredient NASET. NASET increases the production of glutathione that's in our body already to strengthen and enhance our immune system, elevate sense of well-being, support muscle strength and endurance, cognitive function, and liver support. It helps with increased energy and blood sugar regulation. Get your bottle of GSH Plus from www.salvationnutra.com.